It has to be AJ for the Tyson Fury return, claims Carl Frampton. And let me counterpunch. I think that it doesn't have to be Anthony Joshua. I think I would prefer it being Anthony Joshua over Usyk as of right now, especially if Usyk beats Dubois. Why? Because like you guys know, I feel Tyson Fury, he needs to prove himself. You just can't go back into a fight, skip over the line across in front of a lot of other people that have fought themselves to get there, where you retire and then you just think you can come back when you want to in the same position where you left. It's not fair to nobody, because you've got beat twice back to back. He's got the strap of the WBC snatched from him, and then he lost it trying to get the strap and all the other straps minus the IBF back. So why would he feel that he should just go ahead and come back with the Usyk fight, even though we know he's called out Usyk recently, like earlier this morning or late last night or whatever time frame you guys are in, right? But for him to want to only fight Usyk is stupid. You know, we did hear that he's open, though, to fight Anthony Joshua. And I think whoever wins out of that should just sell off in the sunset. I think it should be a do-or-die fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, or they can make a pact themselves and have two fights themselves. You know, a fight, then a rematch to see who's better out of the two. So whoever wins, wins. If it's another situation like he did with Deontay Wilder, apparently he wins. But if it's a 1-1, they can possibly do a trilogy one day, and then Alexander Usyk can just float off in the sunset. You know what I mean? Because at that point, Alexander Usyk has beat all of those guys twice, and I don't even think he should really be a factor. Because, see, Alexander Usyk is on the top of the mountain, okay? And he's fighting to stay up there for a couple more fights at least. Whereas AJ and Tyson Fury, they have something to prove, so they might as well prove it to each other. Why not? They might as well prove that to each other. Who's better, who deserves what to move on in this sport, and let that be that. Versus, oh, well, who am I going to fight? Am I going to fight Tyson Fury, or I'm going to fight, who am I going to fight? Anthony Joshua or Alexander Usyk? I don't think he should have that option right now. I think he should do a little crawling and then show us you can crawl, or do a little walking, show you that you can walk, and then run. Or then walk, right? However you want to slice that analogy. I mean, do it that way, because you'll piss off a lot of people doing it the way you feel it should be done. And there's too many cutting corners in the sport. That's why this is the sport that I hate, that I love so much. Simply based off the fact that guys feel, oh, I have marquee value, I can fill stadiums. That means I am entitled to come back into the sport and have this particular fight that I didn't earn. See, Tyson Fury lost the rematch. The only way we would have needed to see a trilogy had he decisioned Usyk the second time. He didn't do as well as he did the first fight. So therefore, what warrants him a rematch or a trilogy with anybody? He needs to fight Anthony Joshua once or twice, like I said. That way we'll know who's better out of Great Britain to be the next contestant to fight Usyk, if there's going to be an Usyk fight. So one or two of those guys can fight for the trilogy if they prove themselves to each other. But you guys tell me what you think of Carl Frampton stating that it has to be Anthony Joshua for Tyson Fury's return. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!